society today, race, gender, ethnicity, or religious belief has nothing to do with acceptance into school. Whether it be law or medical, female or male, it doesn't matter as long as you can academically meet what is expected. When you walk into the ER and you encounter a female physician, as long as she's giving you the proper treatment, it doesn't matter. You just want what's best and what's going to be quick and efficient. But it wasn't always like that. Society used to reject females advanced in education and female physicians, and females weren't able to talk about their problems with a male because they weren't comfortable with what was going on. There was a female, though, that was able to overcome society's rejection and society's beliefs, and she followed her own heart's desire and opened many doors for females in the medical world, and that female was Elizabeth Blackwell. She was born in 1821 in Bristol, England, to Hannah and Samuel Blackwell, who provided their children with an excellent education because they believed that both male and female should receive the same curriculum, which wasn't what society felt was necessary. With her curriculum, though, she wasn't able to advance right away. Because her father died, she had to help her mother pay off the debt that he had left behind, and her and two sisters opened a boarding school in their home. In 1845, when most of the debt had been paid off, she was able to take a teaching position in Kentucky. But she quickly realized that that wasn't what she wanted to do. She didn't feel like it was her calling or how she could make a difference. So she returned home. When she returned home, she made a visitation to one of her friends, Mary Donaldson, who expressed that it would be a huge relief to females all over the world if she could take on, or if there were female physicians available. And Gale biography noted that Donaldson, who was dying of uterine cancer, remarked that she would have found it much easier to cope with both the physical and emotional pain of her illness if she had a female physician. She strongly encouraged Elizabeth to pursue her physician degree. At first, Elizabeth was reluctant, but as time went on, she felt that it may be a way she could make a difference. So when she decided to go to medical school, she first had to have a way to pay for it. She moved to North Carolina and took on a teaching degree. With that teaching degree, she was encountered by a physician who provided her with the curriculum that she needed to prepare for medical school. As she continued to study, she sent out resumes or papers to schools to get acceptance. But she kept receiving rejection after rejection, but that didn't stop her. And the World Book Encyclopedia notes that in 1847 she began her medical studies at Geneva College in Geneva, New York, after 29 other medical schools had denied her admission because of her sex. The acceptance was a joke. The male student body voted her in, thinking that she would fail, but she proved them wrong. At first, it was hard for Elizabeth. She encountered difficulty and struggles, and she wasn't permitted to be in class demonstrations, but as she academically excelled, her peers and faculty gained respect for her, making her pathway a little bit easier. New London Daily Chronicle notes that there is no doubt that once Blackwell arrived, she worked hard and did well, graduating in her class in 1849, becoming the first female physician in the United States, and here's her degree. With her degree, Elizabeth had many opportunities. She felt it would be best to move to Paris, France, and work in a clinic where she could advance her medical knowledge because they were more advanced than the United States. But she faced difficulty as far as acceptance with society and being able to shadow males. And she also had a setback because she received conjunctiva in her left eye, causing blindness. As notablebiography.com states, she was handicapped by partial blindness, and Dr. Blackwell gave her permission to become a surgeon. She didn't let that stop her, though. She returned to the United States, again receiving only rejection from society, but she opened her own clinic. And when this clinic was for low-income females and children, and it thrived, and females for the first time were able to receive help that they may not have able been to receive before. She also was able to assist the volunteers in the Civil War to become nurses and give the Army proper treatment. And she was also able to open up a medical school in New York City. And here is a classroom example. With all these advancements, she felt it was proper and necessary to move to London and to make a difference there as well. So she opened a medical practice and was able to lecture on hygiene, nutrition, family planning, and sex. She was also a co-founder of a medical school for women and served on the faculty. She became ill though and was forced to retire. With her ambition and accomplishments, she made a huge impact on many people. While her illness did take a toll and did stop her from advancing, she was still able to help many women and provide a pathway for future females. She was the first U.S. female physician. She opened schools and she trained individuals. She did have health issues, but that didn't affect her legacy. On May 31st, 1910, she died, but she left behind a whole new world for females in the medical world, not letting society affect her, but giving her an advancement, giving us the advancement to overcome what society had to give. Thank you.